Hi guys, it's Katia here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be taking you with me to do some plant chores. Kind of feels like a day for a plant chores. I don't know why, and I thought I would just, make use of that energy. We are gonna be repotting some plants and I do have to take pictures some of the plants that I will be selling. So that's on the agenda today, and maybe something else if it comes in between. Also, can we please appreciate this beautiful gloriosum that I have here? These are some of the gloriosum cuttings that I am currently rooting, and I thought I have them at my desk and I think it looks really nice. Recently we have expanded our greenhouse. We added one more level just so we can fit more plants in there because it was getting really cramped. We've also set up a self-watering system, which we need to put some zip ties because there are cables everywhere. I will be covering this in a separate video. Now, plan for today is, so I need to declutter all of this and kind of make a little bit more sense to it. Usually in the top there are bigger plants that are growing. In the middle there are also bigger plants that we are growing for new mother plants. In the bottom they are kind of propagations and plants for sale. If you've seen one of the latest plant hauls that I did, my friend gave me this strawberry shake plant that was kind of reverting. It had 3 completely green leaves, and ever since it was put into that spot, we've got some really nice variegation on it. Here is the new leaf. There you can see it better. It is nicely variegated, so I think the strawberry shakes are really sensitive to light in terms of variegation, even though it's not something that I personally think would affect the plant, but apparently it does. These are some of the cuttings that I took with me just because I have to ship or sell them. Anthuriums, syngoniums, and there are also some splendids. Also, we have huge melanophrysums that were grown in household humidity. Now, today we are going to be working on adansonias because I really have to clear those guys out. Here are examples of some of the reverted ones, which I think at this point I will just give out for free as normal adansonias. So I will be cutting some of these because some still have a variegated stem, and here are some that are currently for sale. I have to take pictures of that one as well. Also, recently I have propagated my Monstera obliqua Amazonas, so I do have a few cuttings here which are rooting in water. I will most likely be selling most of these. I will be keeping the top part, obviously. I do have to repot the mother plant because it's really not looking smoking hot there. I know some of the roots are rotting and it's kind of in a meh mix, so we are gonna be putting into these plastic containers, glasses, whatever you want to call them. Also, a random thing that I think it's really funny. So I was selling some adansonias for a really cheap price. So this one right here is actually variegated on half of the leaf, and no one wanted to buy it for like 35 euros. And bam, look what we have now. You would have gotten that. There were a few others that were just not potentially looking and they ended up looking badass. Also very random, but I think this is my favorite leaf of them all. It's just so pretty. And the variegation is splashy on both sides. Now this one in particular made completely green new leaf. It's currently pushing out a new one, and you can see the tip there is variegated. Can you focus? Yeah, well, it's variegated. Sometimes it is worth growing your adansonias out just for a few more leaves before you actually really see if they have reverted. Enough of rambling, let's get going. So I have brought all of my supplies here. This is some of the soil that I have to reuse. We have our perlite. This is some pre-mix that I've made with less perlite, so this is why I kind of always add a little bit more perlite. Here is perlite, some fine bark, there is some potting soil. I think there's also a little bit of osmicote mix there. I think I do have some here, so I add it accordingly. And then I just have the pots here. So this is kind of my whole setup for repotting. I am done repotting. You can see there is a mess because I have not met one person who has repotted and didn't make a mess. Here is a baby Adansonia variegata that is somewhat making half moon leaves. I will be selling this one. And there is another wet stick. They came from the same plant, so I just separated those. This right here is one of the cuttings that was cut from a plant that had half white stem. You can still see it on the petiole. I'm hoping that the leaf would be somewhat exciting. I had nothing to lose, so I was like, YOLO. The last plant that I potted up is this Monstera obliqua Amazonas. She actually had really decent roots, to my surprise, hoping it's gonna bounce back because it's a really pretty plant and I just didn't have it in a setup that it needed. Also, I have to rearrange this because I got caught watching some really pretty leaves and now the plants are everywhere. I've cleaned it, I've did it. So these are all the plants that I need to take pictures on and sell, hopefully. Some of them are nicer than others, but I do really need to clean out the greenhouse because it is kind of full. There are a few cuttings here as well. So this was it for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed kind of a short vlog, plant short type of video. I personally would love to do this more, especially now that I'm done with uni and I have significantly more time and energy to do this. So let me know if you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like and hit the notification button and I'll see you next time. Bye!